Taxi.
Yeah.
It's almost hard to talk about, not because there's so much to talk about that we could just sit here and talk about Taxi
forget about it.
For hours.
Yeah.
And so let me see where I want to jump in on that. Here's the thing. So here's the cast, and this isn't everybody, but these are the names that jump out. Judd Hirsch, Jeff Conway, Conaway, is it Conway?
Conway.
No, Conway. Tony Danza, Christopher Lloyd, Danny DeVito, Andy Kaufman, Rhea Perlman, and Carol Kane, who I think I still have a crush on.
No, she's adorable.
So beautiful.
So beautiful.
Cool.
So group. And they were guest stars. Carol didn't.
Yeah. But I remember seeing Carol on there because I had such a crush on her when I was a kid.
Oh,
I'm a
sure.
goth, so she's like a goth goddess, right? If that makes sense to you.
Reason flag. Yeah.
But, gosh, where do we even jump in? Like you said, Mary Tyler Moore's people were involved, so you knew it had an esteem going in.
I knew, and we didn't even do a pilot. We knew it was picked up.
Wow.
So if you got the job, you were doing 13
Yeah.
episodes, the original 13. And I was, okay, I'll back up a story. Well, maybe I won't go into this part of the story. But anyway, I get the job even though I'm totally wrong for the part. They wanted
Why were you wrong for the part?
Because they wanted a 35-year-old Italian New Yorker. And they wanted me to have a 16-year-old daughter. And I was 25. I turned 26 right before I got
what was the character was like a mother of two?
Mother of two. Well, they made it mother of two. It was supposed to be a 16-year-old daughter.
It was like a divorced mother
and a
of two
divorced mom who had aspirations who worked in an art gallery and had aspirations to own her own gallery someday. And so she was moonlighting as a cab driver too, and so when I was too young, one of the theories I have is always that you don't become a success in this business until someone champions you or falls in love with you. And I don't mean romantic love, just believes in you.
Yeah.
And like Jim Jacobs, he's the one who pushed me in the direction of Grease. And Joel Thurm, the casting director of Taxi, he's the one who kept saying, trust me, this is the girl. This is Elaine. She can hold her own with Judd Hirsch. You believe her as somebody who can be one of the guys. You believe her aspirations in the art gallery, and everybody else they were seeing, he just felt like, no, it's Marilu.
Wow.
So he believed in me, and my final audition, which was right after my mother died, they paired us up. I wasn't with anybody that ended up getting the part, but because they paired me up, and I sort of gave a hard time to the guy who was auditioning for Alex, Barry Newman, and it was really kind of funny. I think that's what got me the part. But they liked me. They felt like I could hold my own with the guys.
Yeah, my memory of it is, and because when you deal with cast ensembles, like Cheers is a perfect example. It's like it was all around the bar, and with Taxi was all around the
garage.
Yeah. My thing was, the show spun around you in a particular way because it's not that you were the love interest, but you were the hottie that didn't belong there.
Oh.
But that's my memory of it.
Thank
you.
you.
What I mean?
Oh, well,
no, but I'm saying it gave a certain sort of snap to it.
Yeah.
It animates things. I'm not saying it's as simple as sex sells, but it's like,
right.
What I mean?
It's funny. I always felt, with all due respect to the Cheers cast, I always thought the Taxi cast was a hotter cast. I mean, we have an expression in my family called PF.
Right.
And it's like BDE, only it's not sizist and sexist like BDE
Well,
is.
what does PF stand for?
PF stands for, and it measures the sexual quotient of people or things. Like,
okay.
Man, there was so much PF in that movie last night. Or, God, I went to this new restaurant.
Did the letters PF stand for something?
Yeah. Pussy factor and penis factor. Because okay. So yeah.
Now we're back to Chicago.
Now we're back to Chicago. Right there, baby. We are right there.
Yeah. I'm with you in Chicago.
Yeah. So PF, I always felt like the Taxi cast had more PF than most other casts. Forget about Cheers.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying.
Except for maybe Friends.
So like, okay, dealing with the sexual dynamics, it's like it made sense that Tony Danza's character would be into you, Jeff Conaway's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Having a woman of your looks, somehow it balanced something.
Yeah. Yeah, you believe.
You would think on paper it would be like, let's get the soccer mom from Chicago who's had a rough go and a little rough around the edges, but she's got a heart of gold.
Yeah.
Something about you there kind of classed it up or something.
Oh, man. I didn't realize.
That's just now you remember, I'm sitting in a basement.
I know you're sitting at 11 years old.
In a Chicago basement, freezing my ass off.
Always.
But I did love the show, and I just remember thinking it was so fresh.
It was different. And you must have loved, being the musician that you are innately, the Bob James song.
Okay, I hope I don't shock you. I always found that theme song creepy.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Interesting. Creepy because it went
The way
with
it
a tempo.
starts with the flutes and
Because,
it creeped me out. I don't know why.
but don't
And
forget,
I swear to God, I'm going to show you.
I don't have my
I got a
glasses.
Bob James note because I was going to
Oh.
tell you that the song creeped me out.
Creeped you out.
So you jumped
That's so
me there on that.
funny. That's so funny because, yeah, I mean,
But here, wait. We're talking about the theme song, so you know it's a good theme song.
It's a good theme song.
Because we're talking about it, because it registers as a singular moment.
And it was so different from Schlemiel, Schlemazel.
Yeah.
And Happy, the Happy Days.
Sure.
And also Come and Knock on Our Door. It's so different from all of those other shows.
But every time I hear those, creeps
maybe,
me out.
Maybe because you knew it was time to go to bed or do your homework.
I was sitting there doing my research on you, and I thought, I remember this song creeping me out, so I went and listened to it to see if it still creeped me out, and it does.
And it does.
So
that's so funny. No flutes in your music like that.
Okay. Now, I am going to test your memory here because I think this is valuable. First Taxi, according to my notes, aired September 12th, 1978.
It was on a Tuesday, right. I was in London with Travolta opening Grease the night before. So I didn't get to go to,
So you didn't get to sort of celebrate in the American sort of moment?
No, I didn't. But a couple days later, and people asked me, like, when did you know you were going to be famous? Or when was the Taxi? When did you know Taxi was a hit? 3 days later, after Taxi premiered, September the 15th. In fact, I did this on Sirius not too long ago. We were at the Ollie Spinks fight. Johnny and I had flown from London to New Orleans for the Ollie Spinks fight, and all the guys went to this fight. The fight was over very quickly, and then Johnny went back to the hotel. So I hung out with the Taxi guys, and we're walking down the street, and all of a sudden people are honking like, "Hey, Nardo! Hey, Louie!"
And this is just after the premiere?
3 days. So we thought, oh,
wow,
our lives have changed.
114 episodes. You guys did.
No, it's 112.
Okay.
We did a retrospective.
On Wikipedia.
Okay, Wikipedia. They're never right. Wikipedia says 114, but 2 of them were like retrospectives where somebody says, they're fake episodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was 112.
So 112 episodes.
And 112 parties. We had a Taxi party every single Friday. We were the cool kids on the Paramount campus because we had a party
You guys must just had a blast.
We had a blast. It was a great time.
This is cocaine LA times.
Well, I was never.
Not you.
Tony used to say, he'd say, "Man, we all have to do drugs to feel like you do naturally."